What's going on, guys? This is Genga ppc.ng. We're going to be looking at the cost implication of the Twitter ban, and of course, the economic impact of this ban on advertising. This session promises to be exciting. You might want to stay from start to finish. It's a loaded session, just for a few minutes. Okay. Let me take a short poll. Did the ban on Twitter affect you? Is that a yes? Is that a no? Or probably you're not sure? I'd like to get your feedback in the comment box. Okay, but while you're putting the feedback in the comment box, please tag everybody who might need this particular video. How is the Twitter ban affecting you as an individual, as a company, as a stakeholder, or as an advertiser? Please put it in the comment box. Perfect. Okay, so let me take us to the memory lane. So marketers have yet to embrace Twitter advertising. Yeah, when we compare it to other platforms. Look at how Facebook has penetrated in terms of advertising, 92%. Based on the 2014 survey among 500 plus marketing professionals from 20 industries across 18 countries from Statista. Okay, so that's the body who did that particular survey. Compare that to YouTube. Of course, that's Google AdWords, now Google Ads. That's the video part of Google Ads. There's 5% penetration from YouTube, and also 24% from LinkedIn. So, of course, more people are now running advertising on LinkedIn. But compared to Twitter, 23%. So, very close to LinkedIn as well. So, this shows us where Twitter is when it comes to advertising among companies who advertise online. Okay. So the Facebook and Twitter ads, they drive results, right? So we can see some of the statistics. Yeah. On the average, you can see Facebook cost per impression is at 59 cents, and Twitter is at 3.50 dollars. That's the average cost per impression. The CPC for Facebook is at 50 cents. Twitter are not published in terms of CTR, the click through rate, the number of times your advert is being served and the number of times it's being clicked, times 100%. So that 1 to 3% for Twitter, which is quite better compared to Facebook, which is at 0.119. When it comes to the mobile CPC, not published for Twitter, and so we can see all of these statistics just to compare Facebook and Twitter together. In terms of brand conversation on the left-hand side, you can see Twitter, 22%. High brand conversation. In terms of positive mentions, 30%. In terms of retweets, how people are engaging, how people want to broadcast what you've posted at the retweet, you can see it at 32%. So we can start to compare and we can start to see what we are going to be missing, because of course we can't do any of this any longer. As an advertising agency, we are also sad about this development. Okay, so advertising revenue for Twitter for Q1 2012, we can see $45. It went up Q2 2012, $57. Now, those were the early beginning, or probably, what would I say? Those were the inception stage for Twitter. You can see the figures, they are quite low. $69 Q3 2012, then $99 Q4 2012. So it started peaking, $100, $121, $153 to $20. So of course, these figures are in millions of dollars. So you can see it started peaking. So what will this figure be in 2014, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and this is 2021? So your guess is as good as mine. Okay, so let's see the amount of money that we have lost as a nation. This is the daily total cost implication. Don't forget, Twitter was banned on the 5th of June this month, and today makes it that should be like the 5th, 5 plus 7, That's 12 plus another 7, 22. So this will be like the third week that Twitter had been banned. So which makes it the 20th day. So when you multiply 20 days by $6.014 million, multiply by 20 days. Let's do by 10, that's 60. Then let's times that by 2. Of course, that's $120 million. And you can keep counting till the day the ban will be lifted. So on a daily basis, we are losing 2.1 billion naira NGN. So I'm getting this start from netblocks.org because they are mapping internet freedom. So you can see we mapped it with the particular platform, which is Twitter, and we set the days by just one day, and of course you can see the figure. If you iterate these days to 20, of course this should be to the tune of $120 million. So NetBlock is a data-driven web application that allows anybody to rapidly and simply evaluate the economic cost of internet outages. Okay, so why was Twitter banned? So it was a search on Google. Why did the Nigerian government ban Twitter? As given by Wikipedia. On the 5th June 2021, the Nigerian government officially put an indefinite ban on Twitter. Okay, and of course we can see as a result of the tweets, the president pushed out many of those misbehaving today are too young to be aware of the destruction and loss of lives that occurred during the Nigerian Civil War. Those of us in the field for 30 months who went through the war will treat them in the language they understood. Okay, so I think a lot of people reported the tweets. Probably they find it not too good or not so pleasant, and of course, due to the algorithm on Twitter, the tweet was deleted. Okay, so the next day, look at what the newspaper are saying. Just the next day, you can see the leadership outraged Nigerian youth government out on Twitter ban. This day, Twitter ban, the world reacts as presidency justifies suspension. Okay, the Guardian outrage as Buhari bans Twitter. The Punch, MTN Global Hotel, these are the top telecom in Nigeria. Others are wait every formal order to block Twitter. It was a lot, and people started searching for how they can bypass this using VPN. If you do a search on Google, you can see what people are asking for about VPN. So, which countries have banned Twitter? Who are the countries that Nigeria we join in the list of those who had banned Twitter? So you can see top of the list the government of China, Iran, North Korea. These are mostly from the Asian country. Then Turkmenistan. Of course, I'm not sure I've seen this country before online. So all of these countries have blocked access to Twitter in their country. So what are the economic implications? Okay, one, the damage to economic and democratic development from shutdowns can be significant, even with short blockages. Two, lost productivity and commerce threaten Nigeria's economic recovery. Of course, we know, the advertising budget that goes down on a daily and weekly basis, and that was why I showed us some of those statistics on Twitter in terms of their year-in-year advertising revenue. Even in 2012, in 2013, not now compared to 2022. But of course, the figure I showed earlier was the global statistics. But of course, we know that in Nigeria, we have a lot of users as well. I think around 4 to 5 million. That's the last time I checked. Of course, we've seen a lot of um, um, different figures online. Some people saying 40 million, and there was a particular official of the United States government saying 40 million. So I bet to differ on that. Even Facebook is around 30 to 35 million. Yeah, so Twitter is just around 4 to 5 million the last time we checked. Okay, so this is the economic implication. Okay, so of course, it might bring some damage to the economic and commerce activities in the country. Then the last part, the reputational harm. to its ability to track investment, to its digital economy could be long lasting. Imagine the amount of VCs who had invested in businesses in Nigeria online through Twitter. Nigerian founders meet a lot of VCs via Twitter. They share their proposal, and of course, they have conversations there, and eventually they bring in forex into the economy that could have boosted, the nation. But looking at this Twitter ban, your guess is as good as mine. Okay, so how Nigerians use social media. Let's take a look at a 2020 survey by Afrobarometer. Um, Afrobarometer is an African-based research organization. Okay, so 35% of Nigerians reported using some social media service to get news at least a few times a week. Yeah, so up to 35% of Nigerians will no longer be able to get this news on Twitter. That is what this number one line meant. Okay, so two, men were marginally more likely to use it more than women. So on the ratio of 39% versus 31%. So now no one is going to make use of Twitter in that ratio. More young people used it, 46% of 18 to 25 years old versus 8% of those who are 65. So of course, 46% of youth 18 to 25 we no longer have access to Twitter. So rates of weekly access were higher for Nigerians who lived in urban areas. Yes, of course, urban areas have high penetration, faster internet, and of course, a lot of infrastructure there. So compared to 54% and 18% for rural. So 54% for urban area, then 18% for rural. So right now, they can no longer have access to Twitter. At least a secondary level education and primary education. So with also trying to compare in terms of the educational level of those making use of social media platforms. So those who have secondary level education are usually at advantage. They use social media more often at 57% compared to those who only have primary education or lesser than that at 12%. So right now, they are no longer going to have access to Twitter. And also, let's also take a look at in terms of earning. So the lowest level of those who make use of social media, so lowest level of lived poverty, 51% versus 25% of those with the highest level. So in terms of level, so 51% and 25%. Okay, so those who are very well to do make use of social media in this comparison, 51 to 25%. But right now, your guess is as good as mine. So that's what Afrobarometer, but on a larger scale, which is for social media. I'm just trying to drive it to Twitter. Okay, so source of income to Nigeria. Do you know right now Twitter is a major source of income to a lot of Nigerians? Picture the number of influencers we have on Twitter. People like Twitter who people who promote brands and businesses online and as their source of income. Right now, they can no longer make use of that. Even if they have a way of bypassing it, no brand we want to associate with something that has been banned in the country because you don't want to go against the government of a nation where you do business. So we should also remember, like I said, that Twitter has gone beyond the source of communication for many of our hardworking youth in Nigeria. It has become a source of livelihood for many, irrespective of their political affiliations or religious leanings. Nigerian youth and digital communication organization earn a living from being able to use the platform to post communication on behalf of the client. Even the Lagos State governor said in an address on Saturday while he was being interviewed. Okay, so a message from Twitter. So there was a message from Twitter policy. We are deeply concerned by the blocking of Twitter in Nigeria. Okay, then also, few days after, they also said that we are committed to peace, progress, and freedom of speech of the Nigerian people, and we have reviewed our action and are in communication with the Nigerian government and promise to respect the sovereignty of Nigeria. Keep it on. Okay, then a week after They said today marks 1 week since Twitter was blocked in Nigeria. We have informed the Nigerian government that we are ready to meet for an open um, discussion to address mutual concerns and see the service restored. We remain advocates for free and open internet everywhere. Hashtag keep it on. Okay, so these are the messages from Twitter. Okay, so how soon will the ban be lifted? Maybe, maybe not. Okay, so I think there are some positive news springing up in the past couple of days now. I just did a search on Google and I saw some top stories. Twitter ban, Nigerian government set up negotiation committee. Okay, okay, this looks like uh, a breath of fresh air. So the Twitter ban has been condemned by many Nigerians, human rights group, and foreign government as an attack. Okay, so that's the top news there. But of course, it's um, a welcoming development now that the government is trying to set up a negotiating committee with Twitter. Okay, look at the top stories from some major credible news platform from Premium Times. Twitter ban, Nigerian government sets up negotiation committee, 5 ministers included. Wow, that's a powerful delegation by the Nigerian government. So CNN, Nigeria announces talks with Twitter after ban as ECOWAS court bars government crackdown. Okay, I think there was a major um, judgment as well from the ECOWAS court, saying that Nigerians have right to also tweet. Of course, the government responded that they were still studying that court judgment. Okay, then also from Tech Point, a major tech platform, Twitter ban, Nigerian government begins the negotiation process. Uh, Tech Point Africa. Okay, so this sounds good. It looks like anytime from now, we might start tweeting freely without any fear and without using VPN for those who make use of VPN. Okay, so what next? So, what are the checklists? What are the solution checklists that we came up with? You might need to own your asset, right? So that anytime any of the social media platform you currently depending on is being bad or goes down, it doesn't affect your business. So, first party data is the future. So, which means you have access to your customers' data, your prospect data, and you can always reach out to them either via emails or either by retargeting or by sending them messages. So, that's the way to go right now for future occurrences. So, two, leverage on other social media platform. Right now, since Twitter is no longer working, right, and you don't want to go against the law, what you just need to do is to make use of either Facebook, Instagram, or Pinterest or other platforms available for our users. And even Naira it's in one of the biggest forum platform in Africa. Also, hand over your Twitter management to your international team. That is if you must tweet. If it's going to affect your business and you have other guys internationally, then they can of course tweet from other location. Okay. Then the fourth solution checklist. Organizations should always join a lobby group to influence law to their favor. So we have a lot of lobby group, even in the Western world. They finance our people who we go to the House of Assembly, to make law for them, and of course to the Senate. And in a way, they always influence, the kind of laws the government make. So I think that's what the Nigerian tech companies and other platforms also should be doing going forward. We should join a lobby group to always influence things in the favor of the people. Okay, so these are the past clients who had worked with us. If you just want to join them, all you just need to do is to have $1,000 plus, and of course, we'll be happy to discuss business with you. So these are past webinars, video, what to do with rejected ad, LinkedIn, how to get 500% result at a cheaper cost, how we made a revenue of $14,000 from a $1,005 spend for a popular web hosting company. And when your ad account is being blocked, what can you do? Okay, just go to all of our video platforms and you'll be happy to enjoy all of the quality videos that we've got here on Instagram, on Facebook, and as well as on YouTube. You can just search for ppc.ng. Okay, also go to YouTube, subscribe to our channel, PPC Digital. So we have a secret group, just search for Advertiser on Facebook, and now we've grown to 3,000 plus. you might want to join other thousands of smart advertisers on the platform. It was our last training somewhere in Surulere. That this was before COVID-19. This is 2016. Somewhere in Lekki, and also it turns out pocket money. Everything goes mobile campaign where we built over 10,000 leads for the brand in 2015. Okay. We partnered with an NGO in VI and we brought their physical conference online for the first time because of COVID-19 restrictions last year. You can also do business with us, just like this smart NGO as well. This AIG Public Leadership Forum owned by the ex-CEO of Access Bank. Um, we ran the YouTube advertising and as well as the Facebook advertising for the business. Okay, so this is the Organized Basketball Network, OBN. In case you've seen the ad on YouTube, we're currently in charge of this, the display, and as well as the search ad. We've been doing this since a couple of months right now. Okay, our location, we're in Lekki. Just search for People Digitals, and you can always get our contact. I'll be happy to do business with you. You can send us an email, and somebody from our sales team we reply to you. Okay, so did you learn something new? A little post check. Is it a yes, or probably you're not sure, or maybe you felt this is a waste of time? Put it in the comment box. Let's know. We are very flexible, so we can improve on what we showing to you on a daily or weekly basis. Or if it's a no, let us also know. So let's know if you've learned something new, if you've gotten value. Please put it in the comment box. So question and answer. Probably somebody is trying to ask, when will Twitter be unbanned, or when will the ban be lifted? That's a very critical question because myself, I don't know, but it looks like there's a light at the end of the tunnel right now. I'm seeing that the government and the Twitter team are trying to negotiate right now. Okay. So thank you so much, everyone. But before you go, please endeavor to tag everybody who need this video, share to those who need it. Good content can't promote itself. It's only going to be shared by people like you because people are waiting for this kind of content. So they are just waiting for you to assist and share to them. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Hit the follow and the like button on our Facebook and turn on the notifications so you can be the first to know when next we are churning out quality content like this. And also, we also have something around NSAS, the marketing lessons around NSAS. You also want to do a search on Facebook and YouTube as well to consume the video. It's a very valuable content. Okay, so thank you so much, guys, and let's meet again on the other side. Thank you. Cheers.